ma local contractors na sanko bayre no ho aye ni yie no ebi no nye ni yie
onye ni yie kickback na baji local contractor na hono obede na otu anye oni afidie oni hwe wode ma ja wiase wode ma oya wode ma ja wiase wode ma oya oba ko fa nipa fi China India here e wasam for far too long. Ghanaian politicians, Ghanaian intellectuals, African politicians, African intellectuals. Mama nye sikadie ye botom duruduru sikadie sikawia krono bono. Na ya hana ya hone ya mfa nyema no bi ma ankro. Jofa to store adane apem 1000. Store adane 1000 apem. Madam fi opoku trading. For Crawford market man ontimunye. Okay. Opoku. Poku trading. Crawford market ina. Obey anakwa me despatch for this upon. Another husband. Huh? Kokumasi green light no. Bibi one the price of green light for Sunyani market ina ma green light. Confuse. So confuse si market ni nyina si farmer hane hand on fiadu farmer sunyane apane Ghana bana nya no sa BOT regional minister pekakra tafre am si ya pekakra tafre party panyi pekakra tafre
engineer
we pekakra tafre apa
akwa bi de baby a chese sikani bi a wo ho ofi se ekwan no be eda no nkonkonko no akra no di sika ebetwa so ni ade na wo ko yesije so eja kokoje permit yamma no kwan no ono amfa di sika nko per machines emegu kwan no so enyu kwan no so no wo mo de ko nebra esanse wo susu se wo mo pese wo twa bibi no say bibi na obetwa mo mu no wo de be kwan no wo mo ye agu na ba
ya na mpi tan ufri Alaska Junction and this in the yi kwan sa kwan first Alaska Junction Ekusi Chera Road na me am call minister for rules say minister the man for be I already said nkaba be the beska be nti bedeya ni ba ye tu oyo obri o dey say no overti enka
ebesine
minyinya manyim kura no ahu yi kwana say and this bus is no more frase. So for how long can we as a country leadership if you have the Lee Kuan Yews, if you have the Kofi Buzias, if you have the Nelson Mandelas, things will go all well. If you don't have the Buzias, if you don't have the Lee Kuan Yews, if you don't have the Indira Gandhis, if you don't have the Nelson Mandelas, things will not go. Hey, theory. If you have the tourists, Ibrahim tourists, things will go on well. If you don't have the Ibrahim tourists, things will not go on well. If you have the Nnamdi Azikiwis, things will go on well. If you don't have the Nnamdi Azikiwis, things will not. Because you see, in politics and in life, it's the leader. The leader. Leader no, the binoculars no share baby bia hu baby bia leaders no uncompromising the principles. Leader no ye honest. Leader no to me crack ship no dia besu. But if you don't take care and have a leader, Ojaya Brankakra. Ojaya Brankakra. She amani suru.
Let everybody no. Meko Friday ho. Na mama na show video bi actually electoral commission call parliament this week no. Na ya boso kakra na afi ya ba MPP mu ankasa. Na lawyer wo dia dosuko e wo MPP mu. Na ya hwede me bi a ekoso ya hwe ya je wadwen kyere kakra na afi yehunu. say before beti no timi de atu anamo kakra enti menim say Fred ebra eguso ye ya no na se video ni ye ready a electoral commission Rabos Manasari e parliament no say enema ready a na what should be edi akere na watwi mu parliament etonsa at the free electoral commission say won mmra machiri say ya to aba abesi sabri polling station ba ko yentumi declare the 276 parliamentarians no yenya ade na asi ade na ekoso before the not is in so the abetu judge said omu here protection security from the police service sana wonu to me announce results no na omoto nsa the free is
Boss
Manasari echo lawyer.
You see, anytime you hear of Africa, no, we're not.
Africa.
No, we're not. We're not. Anytime what is a historians like I say, civilization started in Africa. Where civilization means. Because the Aztecan civilization in South America, Zimbabwean civilization, Kush civilization, Mesopotamian civilization, the Incas civilization, the Indian civilization, the Chinese civilization. Chinese civilization is more than 10,000 years.
As Africans, the whole world, yes, yeah, you know, the catch and say. Started with Egypt.
No, see, sir.
There are so many years.
So, you see, work Africa somewhere. Now I skeptical. You know, about to answer no makano. Memetia, hey, I could know we am in another hey, MPP4. And this is for a planet. Now, man, shot. And this is for me to Django, me and madame for me. Django, Michelle, Django boys. Or make Cressy, cease in the big difference.
Me Kaiser can say, young family no mramo.
Mama military number. Na ka Django boys there, and Kakwa there when she quite there so. Quite there won't tell Django. Quite there, no one will tell Django. Because some people for my motivation and think quite there. Motivation and quade. Etina Django nya apa. And this is for my motivation team Django. Mama military, Anya African politicians, African intellectuals. They don't care a hoot. Because they think that they have amassed wealth so much so that Rome air shilling no Neru air federal. Baka children chira forsa sante fo ebo twene ba no nantim je kere oto ware
Ofania mafufu.
That is it. Now bitranka campaign team in kamwo menye minister mama soja fomro sana sabara make akra na people from pen for better muntie kwase an da bia on dey sin no kan.
Oh, Daddy.
Sana bara na people from pen.
Daddy.
Better muntie kwase.
Daddy, I know dear.
Better biti bi la say ja na kwase an ko ka bi ora ora kwase we jim munyan. But you know, I read a lot. I know a lot. I've read a lot. Until you can be whoever you are in MPP. Politically, me mature chena munyina. Sikani mini. But in the end, nyansa mu abako se munu. Mu 99% me chena munyina.
Ta onso nchiro.
But say no kra ndem me kana say so me nya bi. Me nya bi amana boroso anka me ko Dubai holidays. So they didn't mind. How do you live in a country? Now, Inspector General of Police, especially Africa. Inspector General of Police, think I say, when I security the mom, na me take care. And I'm come on more security right now. Kesa ya reshuffle munya. Interior, defense, national security. Why? Because now IGP then I want to say who is IGP? And so ye IGP man ka say munya ma beja man.
Hey, IGP no word.
Me.
Na say elections near in action
in Africa.
One of the police
in Africa. In Africa. Okay.
Say practicing democracy.
Oh, dear democracy. So I deny call police stations baby. I'm even told say touch my baby or touch my South baby NDC for no call. I'm even told, which of course I don't know whether it's true. I say some George decline the we no go pram no bank and crum baby no cran tama what about treat you so NDC the patanga AGC no be do and I do bro now so mo hwe mo ho yi a nka sa anya no beba arrogance, gross respect for other views. So Bosman said as no can ampa baby o ma could keep personal shimo baby o ma easy basa but the guy nya some ya kan nya didija na du fudi pe ni person kuminya ni ya nya bi anya ni na ntitwa ha am people na hu am people ni sa ni sem binti na man ne bada ne ma no grow my friend group on and this group on ha nka jango mobilizing the boys won wanchi no kwa de be mobilizing the boys won wanchi nka ni obetim bi be mene bi tamale am bi before boys wa ketambo na didija pasam nkuminya adufu dipe yanya bi anya na ntitwitwa na mema bela monko amu dia monko amane
kafra sabi
ne be yedi ya ko fa sanse no so Bosman sare kan watwa but you know I heard Bosman sare saying say abato no de Ghana ya de pa na ai kura bia timnum one thought
yabo
na yabo kwa yabo timnum half. That is it. Na yabo no half no okoya ase wa twoba ho a yabo no one ma petesin half ya ase wa twoba kwa me petesin no ton no eyiye menye kwa me petesin ye podiflation yabo no half no ne ya ye no monsan ye no ne yabo ye nsem ma yabo na champon abaku ya be na bi won channel friend champon a champon ye tin no full bottle nti a champon ba na yabo ayiram. So that is politics in Africa. You know, yes, Ghana, yeah, the also 3 or also 4 because Africa. Because the same Quran and Chienu, don't want the go. In Burundi, recent elections in Burundi, parliamentary seats in 100. The opposition party won all the 100 seats.
What's the setting in
Yeah, in Africa.
Ruling government now and also opposition.
Ruling government. Burundi, 100 seats. Ruling government is in 100 seats.
That is a no opposition. Yeah. I was here for the state of Ghana. Now, Unim, Fred, sir, video here ready. Adaroma. Now, what show? For God, who
the African? That's we are so. Now, they actually went in here. Who the African news city?
African news.
Africa. Into Ghana now, Tassu na numno. Ghana, I did Nigeria. Nigeria, Kiabako, about now 2023. Police stations be crap and so by declare. Cote d'Ivoire the other way. Cote d'Ivoire register the cranny baby. Yeah, I didn't go upon. Now go upon shower maybe sound some more. Now go upon get ready. Now shower and some baby sound. Why not go upon? Who been Cote d'Ivoire? What is going on? As for and DR Congo. Now Kabila kwagina South Africa, wakwatra South Africa sa no wetimaba. Kabila wama declare no wanted no. Oba ye no. Wanya support of the Rwanda-backed troops. Nti Kabila to be called the eastern part of Congo. Obia ya declare no wanted, but he's in Congo. Now, Kenya man fa. Now Nigeria, how many across Nigeria? APC, no? All People's Party, Congress Party. No? The national chairman, Alaji Kanduje. Alaji Kanduje, the minister of Mati Assessor, or Mumati Nubu. 2027 elections, no? Tinubu nko on the push. Binibero Yati Asenamu, Vice President, Shetima, the best son. Eminence Sema or Mansa San Shetima. This is what is happening in Nigeria. No, so you see, Bosmasari Okano, I am not correct. Bosmasari Okano, I am not correct. Now me, minim a manual summer in 7 people. Africa has not achieved anything else. No, apart from Seychelles, perhaps Seychelles, Mauritius, and then perhaps possibly South Africa. And then I bet you I say to be a credible elections. Ghana beba the next. Na Nigeria they say Côte d'Ivoire no be crab and twaba.
No more declare.
Yeah, before.
But you share say democracy, yes nyini ko enim ani ade ya. Say said na nsemu ani ankasa ye kan ye ema political parties ye so among this ban wonu security for ya wonu ye
ye. MPP was wrong when they took that decision. Because commitment in another data force and invincible for Edema MPP. Na and Kanewa and Kayeba Twabano. You deploy the data force and the invisible. Django cannot meet them.
Can't we rely on the security, national security service?
It is dangerous to do that in Africa. Except places like Togo. Except places like Equatorial Guinea. Except places like Cameroon. Because in Uganda, Cameroon, Togo, Equatorial Guinea, or in the trashman one afomo in Gabon, Sanyasa when your president no for Sanko went to Kuno. Africa was problem. And no Bronsam one wasn't Africa Chanyanko Ponyango Africa dear. Say Africa intellectuals and Bunyango Pongalawi, but piano to baby. So you don't rely on the police. So as a party, any ruling political party, no party to say because I am invincible no data force for an amount of power. When we were in power, invincible no data force for no na or musha your party office of mine. May I trust the invincible and the data force in MPP more than the institutionalized security,
How?
Because you see, invincible no data force in Ibiano, MPP will know. And therefore, yes or yeah, a bow who buy or your bow party who buy obey. Some people for you smarter and can bear this bandit no. Not convincible no data force for you now. Well, the back will also jam any person.
But how the politics will room?
Okay, in Africa politics in one metro. Miracle. Africa politics one metro. You can handle it with maturity. But the parliament, now people from the champion here. It was wrong on the part of the MPP. And I'll repeat it here. Because NDC by and say no Django boys no nya adwuma ya benya bibia di no 2028 no benya ne kwa
ma yentie boss Malasari ewo electoral commission na yemra.
We are not interested in the outcome of elections. We are only no. Let me make the point. We are interested in the processes leading to a very, very successful outcome, and we think that is what we must fight for. So we, as I made the point, we are beseeching the leadership of the house. We are beseeching the leadership of the house because our elections are the best. Our elections are the best. When you look at the electoral integrity project, Ghana is ranked number 4 in the whole of Africa. And those who have seen the EU report on the 2024 election, they gave us almost 90%. In 2020, they gave us about 95%. So clearly, the Electoral Commission is doing its best. So we think that support us to be able to achieve our objective of becoming one of the best when it comes to the business. All the processes, there have been no bias. Everything has been very, very transparent. Thank you.
Where are you, bossman?
Can you tell us exactly what it is that side is challenging?
Mr. Chairman, thank you. We know the two parties that contested in the parliamentary elections. The parliamentary election in Ablekumanov. When we finished the coalition, when we started the coalition on the 7th, we had, after almost 163 or something, all of them came that their pensions had been destroyed. When we were left with a little over almost 120 or so. So we decided to resort to other measures to be able to do that. And there was clear understanding until it got to the remaining 37 polling stations. And when it got to the remaining 37 polling stations, the remaining of the 62, one of them brought carbon copies, which was accepted. The other party accepted, so there was no problem. Of the remaining 37, one of the parties brought that, and the other party started accepting it. And when it got to about 17 or so, remaining 17, then the other party said no, they will no longer accept it. So that was the point we started bringing in the presiding officers to come and authenticate whether indeed the signatures were their signatures and whether the figures written there were the figures they actually wrote. So that's why we got to that point. So we did 14, and out of it was left with 17, and we did 14. So we still have the 3 outstanding. Thank you.
Yes. So the source of insecurity is as a result of one party challenging one that 25 of the 59 copies were actually carbon copies and should not be added to the scanned copies.
So there were 62, and they brought 25 carbon copies which were accepted. Okay. It was left with 37, and the 37, the agents of both parties accepted almost about 20 of them. So the remaining ones were those we brought in the presiding officers to come and confirm.
At your June 12th meeting, you had your last meeting was June 12th with the parties.
Yes.
Was June 12th.
Yes.
The parties were present. At your June 12th meeting, one of the parties insisted that they were not accepting any of the results beyond the 25 carbon copies. That they were demanding that 37 polling stations should be rerun. Whilst one party was also insisting that only 3 polling stations should be rerun, because that is the police station that they thought were not accepted. So there's still a dispute between the two parties. One party standing at 37 police stations, the other standing at 3 police stations. And one party is insisting that the presiding officers did not participate in some of the processes. So the issue is the fact that you don't have the original records. The two parties also say they've lost their records. In some instances,
Wey aye Bossman Asari, Deputy EC Chair. Na ano na uchechiri mu ti Abdulkumanov. What's this? Abdulkumanov. Election no results now won't even declare, you know. And once na answer na be koso no. Wakonta wakonta George Dankwa. Okay, George Dankwa say na Bunu East on na NHI regional director. I say I don't call you Uchi region KJB.
Hey, over never be stand.
I say I don't call KJB.
Offer
help
popularly known as Offer
on
Officer
Madame for pa Madame for pounds what have you on him?
Offer yeah, for no, but Uti in your canal 2020 it was 95, now it's 90. So it tells you some more than
a bad form.
No, but you know, I think once again, let me be very honest. Both the MPP and NDC leadership, they have not been bold and strong. In advanced countries, you know, you're not registered for voting. But yet, who the ID qua, almost synchronized with system, no, not a woman, you are eligible to vote. You bet me, but African pen from Sikadia Sikaria or mother.
I know you bet me term as e-voting.
No, only voter register.
Okay.
It is what the ID card require. The national ID card. Because only if you're above 18 or 21, you are eligible to vote.
Okay.
Into the national ID card require. Now, about particular scenario, the mass system now. System be yaba. The be yaba. Into the say, we are adult. You can vote.
I say, about Ghana, the bet you Ghana card.
Ghana card. So they don't have a voter register. No, it's a backward for us, but in Africa, anything goes. Even some in the Latin American countries, you know, we are ahead of Africa. Yakachi, in fact, we are seeing now, Kambomwa, the beer the package Africa. And no people Baba war at the enemy hem of affairs. Ben ya crowd said the man near Manassa. Look at a crowd and Kagana, Minister for Ohio, Minister for Biblical School of Bruchiri. No new one to be you can have touchy. I call a Fisipa. A mining company, a multi mining company, Newmont. Or this Kako Nisika be Yukania. Would you man in your hammy and Sahami and Sa? Maybe when you're Juma. Because of the color. Because Tentina a brochure, I go to school. No about Hanam multi national giant mining company, Newmont, or Betusika Coco, our territory, Yamfo, a Fisipa, a drop on. Now can't just show your economy and sign economy and and that's one year road correct. Bebo nipo 210 New material drinking. There's something wrong with that blacks.
But we are the easy we are. More modern power.
When I said near Wako, Yabo Boy, at the same. The Pia Benny, a petition, Yabo Boy, Cota. Send near why are there? What you say? We can do better. Let's leave the UC, taking the UC. I am from a grand people. Make a use as a man. With the grand people, and oh, that's all you better MPP from paying for that. You better call Congress. Now, you call Congress, you are to polling station elections in December. Now, I told presidential. Now, Sabio, just with due respect and with all apologies to listeners, some funds are back and away for.
Oh, wow.
Some funds are back and away for. I will repeat in some moons and phone. The people we know since 1992, Yako from police station, Yako constituency, Yako regional, Yako national. New national officers in Nebano, maybe you flag bearer. That is the real thing to do. That is the reasonable thing to do. That is the sensible thing to do. party ni for shada. Paras from 1996 to today. Enti actually say for no ye dino bebre ne ye yenya me amemfom so nti me amemfom so nti me amemfom so kese nti. The reasonable thing to do within that given situation say, well, you call register MPP for. Register MPP. Registration first. Registration first. Krobiaso. And your party officer. Police station, so Pabaka, you know, boom, Pabaka, Bako. Adujama, baby Janu Casida. In time, we are questioned about film crashing. On the back. Bebe men register be bigama ko nkura na se ya wa kura se no e hey u fa kire NDC ni kura wa uni consider the lawyers sunani kuma se NDC ni lawyer ni MPP ni lawyer ni nkana NDC ni lawyer ni MPP ni lawyer ni enti sa wo se o pay registration of voters no be say o mbe future opwa they are being responsible. When nobody is arguing about some being infiltrated. Now, politics in Africa, okay, so be infiltrated now. You can all one say politics in Africa, no party or power, no no party opposition, no one yakono. Until MPP ni only so MPP ni mapa. Or people who end this year. All of them go MPP that. MPP that. That is Africa. So also by a registration of voters and I say and this for Belgrama. Oh boy. You register polling stations. Who register people for Ghana? More than say more municipal. Flag bearer be aspirant to be a mamma say 2 million, because of my 1 million. Because municipal. Until you register, nothing could be a bit clear. With the young flat 2 cities. Two cities.
Per member, dear.
Per member. Coco me. Rich ones, and I'm like baby Brian Champon, Canada, Japan, Baumia, Duchumun. The better man register about when you pay brown by register. So, Nimsa. And Jessica, 2 cities who register, who register, or fire, Crom Chara, 2 cities. Into 2 cities, but the 1 city, but 2 constituency, or the 50 pesos, but 2 regional, or the 50 pesos, are national.
Ntunya 4 million, nipa 4 million, man tibia 2 cities. What in Venezuela?
And mobile phone, into a brand new mobile phone, into wow the other. There must be a system. Otuasika na system na one kan no be kire se watua system na wo sunya no be kire se watua system na wo sunya no west system na wo be kire se watua or you can't remember. There's no delegate. Do away with the delegate system. Delegate system no boy sikatua a boy santi twitwa na ka people alusu brekum ada na people alusu doma ada na people alusu sunyane Eden MPP alusu domasi. Eden MPP alusu doma domi kwa benya. Eden MPP alusu asanti achi. MPP alusu because kwa no mo afa so ye mu yiyim constituency executives, regional executives, national executives, parliamentary candidates no. Are skewed. Are fraud. Are flawed. Are skewed. Na unwia bronco twa toko. Udiabra, Uchabru. So right from the word go system na yet. Etikayabay, Nakabesi, Bibinia in year. We sit down, then we do it well. What you say? And right. Fluminense. I don't know, I think Flamingo share Chelsea. Chelsea go on effort. Flamingo should 3-1. Then almost go on effort. And one I don't miss PSG, Botafogo. Almost your PSG. We shall ball possession now. PSG now 75%.
About Bonina.
Botafogo about 25%. By the football team. Botafogo be share PSG1 nano Inter Miami I'm just for ball mram na manfo Inter Miami ne FC Porto womunya free kick na Messi de to ho no ade to ho no na obegina ho na bobo fam na ohwe soro na Puskas gina ho no na omo hwe misi Messi be share because they was here no what the name na hwe okuta long standing experience nti FC Porto players and crowd two da fam Messi Bansoa Sunai. Commentator Nikai. I say Messi was called. You know, Sunamika Sunai. A arrangement, organization. So what the MPP is doing, they are not doing well. Me drama baumia, I eat baumia, I drink baumia, I bath baumia, I sleep baumia. Baumia media chileno, nya baumia na mami sika, MPP mami sika, obiama mwe, miana media chile. But you must create level playing field.
Said no Suntino Maya will say a beya, a bayi sad delegate system.
Oh, Benya. Because also NSI and Yemenko polling station elections. But it's wrong. It is a wrong procedure. I will condemn it unreservedly. And yet, Benum Binu my fortune soon by ye. To be a better who treat Dr. Baunia. MP Okobia Unya MC Okwa Unya National Officer Oko Unya Regional Unya into the fortunes number here to persuade the Hutu Bawio and the Baumia winning Flabera Nemontumami. A wrong procedure. Look, now man shay but now I say Monfasa phone call. Oh, Obiri Boahen munyano. Obiri Boahen me. Obiri Boahen oniedro. Obiri Boahen omanye. Me. Amanyosemu dia me ye comfort. Amanyosemu me ye comfort. Nyagana ko. Wiase nyina me ye comfort amanyosemu.
Ada na on pedi fumu. So you Christ.
Amanyosemu me odi fo. That step is wrong. It's dangerous. That step is wrong. It's dangerous. So, people, national officers, the Statesman newspaper, Friday, publication view. Omo consider the Republican Party of US, the Labour Party of UK, ANC of South Africa, and the MPP of Ghana. MPP of Ghana minority, Omo high, Omo ya dear especially the minority. The Republican Party, the Labour Party, ANC, MPP of Ghana. MPP of Ghana, no, minority in parliament. No. One more than what representatives of these people, these parties, the Labour, the Republican, the ANC, the National House. MPP of Ghana, yeah. But in terms of party organization, MPP of Ghana, Nariko do talk. Brilliant academicians in a yes analysis.
Sir, MPC Korea na do ya so mo support candidate back.
Oh, but
I said the omo yare.
MPC do na ko ba mi ho am nchiri. Sana na no MCs DCs call credit Japan. Mi nchiri. But I'm saying that adosians ya na mo ko ho ba umia mo ko tiem ba umia. Mo ko credit Japan ho. Mo ko tiem credit Japan. But Obiri Boahen, dear, as an independent, objective-minded politician, that step is dangerous.
General Secretary Kassetia, sorry.
General Secretary Kassetia. I just don't go there. Oh, sir. Me Obiri Boahen. Ha? Baumianti me call the same. Mako he mine. Bafa koto baby abesi no mako. Jatoka yo ne besi no me ko. Diaka ne besi no ko. Edi dombo ne besi no me ko. Mako bia na so mako bia kuro mako bia kuro ase. Tell me MPP ni say no mako he mine.
That be.
Ka kire me MPP ni hwan na ko he mine. Mo am kuta aban ka kuta aban patru. Ah mo tu kwana mo. Nso ma ko heman. Mra me ko he ba afa kuto ne na so no meti abako se. Na me fa so ncha heman hene madam for sawansa. So you see, that step by the MPP is dangerous. Me, I can foresee, say, one shall be the injunction, but that possibility is there. Me, I'm not trying to so. But I'm telling Dr. Baumia, say, Dr. Baumia, beware of Rebecca said, oh, the king is well clothed. At a time when the king is naked.
But a man can't crunch.
Oh! Dr. Baumia,
Mr.
Baumia here MPP MPs. No one winning. Or Ben winning, be anti-moon channel. That you create a level playing for Makane de Japan. Echita from Baumia, Benya Kama. My brother Champo, my Duchu, my den, Yamakama, party back home. Don't, what is a Mimaka said to you, Wada?
Lawyer Nana Obiri Boahen, Mr. Eboa, a war. Ebuakwa macro also chiao.
Oh sir, and then my besra kwa ye wa ebuakwa. Madam for be free Belgium aba. Your friend watching na no ma bon ba tuo. E filling station bi wa ebuakwa.
No.
Ntia I watching me ma ya akọ ofri Belgium aba. E ba boy no na ne bebe ye wa ebuakwa ho.
Ana okay, young cheddar so ebuakwa.
Young cheddar na metwam ho, nti bi ho. Baba be hwehwe.
Young cheddar ebuakwa.
Oh yeah, young cheddar so ni skasa cheddar. We need skasa cheddar.
But young cheddar.
Young cheddar.
Young cheddar.
That come out ya say wa choban ko ya bob otimi apetese half. Otimi nwe. Anyway, the show will be next week.
Na me aduma next week so and Mr. George Boache.